This play is called 222 or 222. I'm not sure how many other ways to say it. It takes place at the Piccadilly Theater, Criterion Theater, Piccadilly. You get off the really close to the tube. You get off and just walk around the corner, and you are there. Quite a busy area. If you've never been to Piccadilly, it's kind of almost like Times Square, but not. I guess it's not quite the same. It's like a mini version of Times Square in some ways, but even then. All right, let's get back to the topic at hand. The show is called 222. It's a ghost story. I think they market it that way, and it sure is. I don't want to say anything at all about the plot. I mean, I don't want to give anything away. You should go in not knowing even just one thing about what's going to take place. Well, I mean, I guess you can see the photo. It takes place inside a home, and it's all going to be inside that living room of the home. And that's really all you need to know. Everything else, I think, starts to get, I mean, it's not a spoiler to kind of say basics what's going on, but I won't. I think I'd recommend it. If you want to kind of be like a spooky ghost story and be scared a little, it is cool. One note that I don't know if they even warn people against it. There's a lot of jump scares. And there's like stuff that happens on stage that kind of scares you. And there's almost something that happens in the house where lights go up and there's just a loud noise. And it's sort of, it doesn't take away from the show. The show's still a great, great show. It's cheap and sophomoric and just low, I don't know, not humor, but just kind of I don't know. To me, it just feels kind of very sophomoric. It's just a cheap way to get scares. It's like someone's ushers coming behind you and just grabbing you. It's like, yeah, but that's not part of the story at all. And so it's like the story leads to yourself getting scared. So anyway, I'm just saying you got to kind of be prepared for that. A loud scream or loud sounds and lights kind of flashing really quickly that have nothing to do with the story. It's just like, we scared you. It's like, yeah, but don't scare me that way. Let the story be what scares me. Anyway, it doesn't ruin anything. I'm just saying, be aware of it. It's going to keep happening, and it's something they really should think about cutting out. It's kind of just ridiculous, but it's just, I mentioned it. That's on the side. There are parts of the show that actually are kind of like jump scares like that, but they're part of the show. So if you do it that way, then that's fine. But yeah, otherwise, anyway, so highly recommend it. Yeah, you don't need to research it at all. It's you want a ghost story, you want to come see something like that. There's really two of them going on. There's The Woman in Black, but that's closing soon. And again, this is December 2022. That one I highly recommend as well. That's the only one I've seen like 6 times or something like that. I almost see it every time I go to London. But this one works in a slightly different way. But it's just cool. It's like this could be easily a movie, a scary movie. And they do a great job with it. It's really, I would love to take someone to this one. I think it'd be cool because then I could see it again and think, oh, okay. Because then, it's one that you really could see a second time. I think I sat in F8. I was pretty close, but not too close. And I will say at the Criterion Theater, nice amount of leg room between seats. The other one, that the Garrick Theater, was terrible room between seats. It's just like being on an airplane again. But this one has a great, but that has nothing to do with the show. But I guess it's part of it if you're going to see it here. So yeah, Orlando is the last review I just did. 222 is the review I'm doing right now. Highly recommend. That one made my top 4. I guess if I had to, maybe I could keep that as a top 3. Yeah. My favorite? I don't know. It's like, Kill a Mockingbird, Orlando, 222, and Best of Enemies. Best of Enemies. So those are my top 4. All right. I hope that helps. If you're coming to London or you're in London, check out that one. I'd like to see more stuff like this. Definitely.